Hey guys, welcome back to the HR Mechanics channel. My name's Shad. Today, we're back working on our 1958 Oldsmobile 88. Let's get to it. Well, when I left y'all last, we just did a little overview on it. Today we're going to get into it a little deeper and see what we can figure out. We'll start by just checking all the fluids and everything, just seeing where we're at with it. So I believe this is a 371 cubic inch motor. Got any coolant? Nope. Not a drop. That ain't a good sign. Not too good. Let's see. I know our battery's missing. Power steering fluid don't too much matter right now. Let's see what this thing. Fill to level with automatic type A transmission fluid. Power steering. Interesting. We'll worry about that later. What else we got? Dipstick for the oil is buried down there. Man, you got to be about 6'5" to get over these fenders and work on this thing. Y'all gonna see a belly print on this thing in the dust in a minute. There she is. Survey says, good night. Woo! That ain't good, y'all. That ain't good at all. She looks chunky. Not in a good way. Giggity. Oh boy. Extremely overfilled. Extremely nasty. Hold on. I don't even know where my full mark is. See if we can find it. Set y'all down. So that's full. Wow, you can see the stain on the stick. That's a first for me. Look at that. You can see the stain of the oil on the dipstick. Wow. So that's full. And she was, let's see, that's add 2 right there. So that's 2 quarts. So that's 2 quarts. So that's 2. No, it's full there. So she's about quart over full. Let's stick her again and check it. Man, that was bad. I wasn't expecting that. Get in there. So this go round, it's clear, but whew, woo, it smells like pure gas varnish. Let's see. Whatever it is, it don't burn. That ain't good though. Again, you see our full mark here and our oil level here. That's bad. That's real bad. All right, moving on. Maybe it'll get better. Doubt it. Golly, it's hard to get in there. I know that. Transmission's right here. We'll go ahead and check it. I see burnt, but it's there. See fluid levels here. Do not overfill. That's good to know. Add 1 quart. Hydromatic, check oil with engine idling and warm. So she'll probably pull on down some once we crank her up, if we crank her up. So transmission is, call it good for now. All right. So we know we're missing the carburetor. I got it over there. Oil looks terrible. Transmission looks okay. All the belts are here. Looks like the fuel pump, everything's hooked up. We know our fuel line's unhooked to our tank we'll have to contend with. Skeeters are flying already. Looks like we're, let's see, battery cables. We got a negative. Got a negative cable. But I don't see a positive. We got a stud over here. Right here on this doohickey there. Don't know exactly what that is. Maybe some sort of voltage regulator, but I assume that that was the voltage regulator for our generator. So I'm not real sure about that. We'll have to figure that out. While we're here, just for kicks, let's see if the motor turns over. So I'm gonna grab the old fan here, give her a twirl, see what we got. That ain't good either. Our water pump pulley is slipping on the belt and the motor's not turning. That ain't good. Yep. So our motor's stuck too. Keeps getting better. Told you we'd have some belly marks in the dust. Look at that. All right, so our motor's stuck. Oil looks like crap. Missing a battery cable. Now I don't want to just snag a battery in this thing and hit the key and potentially break a ring or tear up a cylinder wall. So I guess next thing I'm gonna do is pull all these spark plugs out and shoot a little oil in there. See if I can get a ratchet on the crankshaft and get her to spin by hand first. Wonderful. I got a dead battery charging for this thing. This is a weird size. It's 12 inches long, but it's only 6 inches wide. Most batteries are 6.5 inches wide and up. Most of them are actually like 7.5. Well, we got this lip right here, and a wider battery won't sit down in there. So, figure I got a little bitty battery charging. It's a cute little thing. If we can get a couple volts in it and get this motor unstuck, we'll stick her in there and see what happens. But in the meantime, looks like she's gonna fight me. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm gonna get these spark plugs snatched out and I'll get right back with you. All right guys, we got the plugs out. This thing's like a time capsule. Look at these plugs. AC, not AC Delco, just AC. And on the bottom it says AC, Flint, Michigan, made in USA. These aren't repos. These are originals. Driver's side looks good. All the electrodes are dry, no rust. Looks good. Now, passenger side, not too bad. Got a little bit of oil. Not too bad. This one's a little green and furry. I don't know what that's about, but it's probably got some copper in it. But don't look too bad. I've seen a lot worse. At least there's no big chunks of rust or anything on it. So now that the plugs are out, I'm gonna shoot some lubrication in there. I'm gonna give y'all a tech tip. When you're doing this, get a can that's got the nozzle built into it. Because if you don't, when you go to spray it down in there, it can come off and shoot down into the cylinder. Now I did that one time with a big block Chevrolet, and I like to have never gotten it out of the cylinder. I really thought I was going to have to pull the head off of it. So if you're going to do this, get you a can that's got it built into it. Now we're going to give it a little drink in each cylinder. We ain't going to put too much in there, but little shot. Same on the other side. All right. Speaking of time capsule, y'all check this out. Look at these plug wires. Now I try to be real careful with these things, but sometimes, no matter how careful you are, they still give up. And our number 2 cylinder on this side broke the end off a little bit. But look at this. We got some Supersonic Whitaker wires. Patent number. Wow. They might not be original, but they're older than I am. Guarantee you that. So we're gonna let her marinate a little bit. Might come back and shoot another shot in her here in a little while. But in the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can figure out this battery cable situation. Now, I ain't no expert in 1950s cars. I ain't no expert in any kind of cars. I just work on a lot of stuff. But we do have some literature on this one. (1958) Oldsmobile shop manual. Let's see what we got. Fred McGarry. Huh. Let's see. This is an original too. It is not a reproduction. Engine tune-up. We're going to be reading that in a little while. Frame, bumpers. No. Electrical. 13. 13.1. Let's see. Here we go. See if I can do this without this book falling apart on me. Hopefully not. Wiring system, charging, ignition circuit, distributor. Okay, let's try ignition circuit. Nope, starting circuit. 13.7. Hey, look at that schematic. Wiring diagram. It's even in color. Huh. Let's see. Photo tube unit. Wonder what that means. Voltage regulator. Off the generator, which is what I figured. It's 3 wires, a red one, a black one, and a blue one. Yep, so that is our generator right here. Like I figured it was. That's off of our generator voltage regulator. It's pretty common on this vintage cars, that style. So let's see what if we can figure out what that little dude down there is. Let's see what color wires we have going to it first. Got a red and we got a purple, and a big one down there. So got a green, purple, and a red, and a big cable. Ooh, skeeter in the nose, y'all excuse me. They're thick in Georgia. Battery. Frame ground. And then horn relay. Horn buttons. That's strange. So, okay. So we got our battery, and we got a wire from the battery to the horn relay, junction block, and then we've got a cable coming off of that going around to the starter solenoid and our starter. Okay. So that's wild. So I guess you get battery voltage directly off your battery, and then to your horn relay, and then through your horn relay to your battery. That's a first. I'd have never thought that's what that was. And there's our horns. Spartan, 12 volt. Pretty cool. All right. Well, I've got a gently used battery cable laying around. Throw that sucker on there. Grab our battery and stick her in and see what we got. Y'all hang on. All right, guys, she's been marinated for a little while. I got a breaker bar put on the crankshaft. Let's see if I can get her to spin over now. Breaker's on the crank. Got a cheater bar on it. And that ain't good. Ain't good at all. She's stuck tight. Well, since the plugs are out of it, we'll stick old Borescope down in the cylinders and see if we can see anything detrimental. That one looks all right. Number 3 is up the top dead center, but the top of the piston looks good. Number 5 looks good. Number 7. Can't tell if that's a little bit of rust or a dent in the top of that piston, but cylinder walls don't look bad. Look at the passenger side. Number 2. 2's up top dead center. Can't tell a whole lot about it. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. Come around here. We don't even need the Borescope for this one, guys. Cylinder 4. I don't know if y'all can see all that green in there. That's slam full of coolant. Not good. But remember earlier, we checked our coolant and I said it was dry. That's why. So that ain't good. So we just went from a potentially a quick refresh to a major engine build. I don't know, this thing's been sitting for close to a decade. I don't know if the head gasket just rusted out and filled that cylinder up. Being that it's just one cylinder, well, I guess I didn't check the other ones. Let's look. Cylinder 6 looks okay. Way back in the back, cylinder 8 looks pretty good. It ain't green anyways. So we got one cylinder slam full of water. Could be a head gasket, could be a cracked head, could be a cracked block. None of those are any damn good. I think at this point I'm gonna pull this valve cover off and look and see if there's any rust in the valve train and just see if maybe there's a smoking gun we can see in this head. But it's not good, guys. Not good at all. I'm gonna get this valve cover off and we'll get right back with you. All right, guys, we got our valve cover bolts loose. There's only 2 of them on this one. We're gonna snatch this cover off and see what she has to say. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Looks like this Oldsmobile's been eating at the Taco Bell. Ooh, that ain't good either. Yeah, right. And survey says oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's worst case scenario. Wow. So, as you can see, our rocker shaft is toast. This whole head looks like it's toast. Ain't good. Valves are probably stuck, but that's as good as done there, guys. That's disappointing, and I don't know why, because this car, as far as I know, has been sitting in a garage all this time. So I don't know why. This looks like it's It's been sitting on the bottom of the ocean for the last 10 years. Now, the carburetor's been off of it for who knows how many years, but it's cast iron, but there's no rust inside the barrels. It's been, like I said, as far as I know, sitting inside. But that sure doesn't look like sitting inside. That looks like it's been sitting with the hood up and the carburetor off for ever. Well, at this point, all we can do is get with the owner, see what he wants to do, because they ain't gonna do it. It's definitely gonna need a new rocker shaft. It's definitely gonna need at least a head job. If the head's not cracked, it could be machined and get it magnafluxed and all, but that rocker shaft is done. Push rods are done. That's worst case scenario. I never would have expected it to look like that. But hey, if y'all got an old car sitting around, drive it. Crank it up every once in a while. Sitting is the worst thing in the world for them. Well, I guess that's as far as we can go today, guys. It's getting late. I'm a little disappointed. I'll get with the owner tomorrow and see what he wants to do. I'd imagine the motor's going to be coming out and y'all get to see me rebuild one instead of just freshen it up. So I'll let you know. Thanks for watching.